Hello, I'm Chief Eric McBride from the San Bernardino Police Department. Like many cities across the nation, San Bernardino has experienced an increase in homicides and violent crime. In response, we have arrested those responsible and specifically targeted those who possess and sell illegal weapons. This has resulted in a 67% year-over-year increase in weapons-related arrests and the recovery of more firearms than in any previous year. Despite these efforts, ongoing crime trends have led many to ask the obvious question: what are the police doing about it? But before answering that question, it's important to understand what police do to address all crime. In other words, how does policing actually work? Generally speaking, police address crime in two ways. First, by arresting criminals for low-level offenses before they commit greater offenses, and second, by investigating and solving the greater offenses after they have occurred and arresting the offenders so they cannot continue to victimize others. In either case, the arrest is intended to facilitate a safer community by removing the dangerous individual from the street. But what happens when those individuals don't stay locked up? The answer is they reoffend. Ensuring that those who endanger our community are removed from the streets depends on other components of the justice system, working as equally effective as police. This means legislators passing appropriate laws, prosecutors prosecuting violations of those laws, judges upholding bail and sentencing guidelines, county and state governments ensuring adequate jail and prison space, and parole and probation departments violating those who fail to comply with the terms of their release. When any one of those entities fails to do their part, the system fails, and that failure manifests as an increased victimization of our citizens. Unfortunately, the system is failing on multiple fronts. The past year's decriminalization campaign and early release policies have limited law enforcement's ability to impact crime by undermining the usefulness of the arrest process. For example, this past month alone, the San Bernardino Police Department made 30 felonious arrests for illegal firearms possession. Many of those suspects were convicted felons or known gang members. In 80% of those cases, the suspects were released in 1 week or less, and in 41% of those cases, the suspects were released in 1 day or less. This pattern is not exclusive to firearms violations. As violent crime continues to rise, those statistics are not reassuring. They send a message to criminals and the public that there are little, if any, consequences for criminal behavior. The result is an endless and ineffective cycle of catch and release. This problem is not unique to San Bernardino and does not rest on the shoulders of any one individual or agency. Rather, it is the result of a decriminalization campaign that undermines the ability of police to protect the public. While our agency will not relent in our efforts, we will begin to highlight those incidents more regularly through the use of #SystemFail, so that our public is better informed about the growing threat. We remain committed to our mission and thank you for your ongoing support.